is up, everybody? Mr. Hunter back there are a little bit late on getting out of bed this morning, but the fish should be biting. It's late April, and we've had a little bit of a cold front come through, and it's probably made those fish inactive for the last couple days. So today they should bite. So we're gonna go to a lake a couple hours away that we fish from time to time. Haven't been there probably about 8 or 9 months, not since last fall. So I'm gonna go over there and see if we can catch a few. As always, guys, thanks for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Help us grow the channel, you know, and continue to do business with our sponsors. We really appreciate everything they do for us, so help us repay that by doing business with them.
Easy.
Got my knee.
Ding dong. Just a little guy. I'll tell you all a little bit about what I'm doing. We've got a flat back here, spawning flat, and we've got some old grass on it from last year, and it's just kind of starting to green back up. And one of my favorite presentations around the spawn, when they start getting real funny and kind of wanting to spawn, they get real hard to catch. You can still catch them on top water, and water here is like 58, 59 degrees. But if you take a buzz frog instead of a buzz bait or a plopper and just fish this thing real slow over areas that they could be spawning, it absolutely drives them crazy. So I just fish it real slow, that or a popper. But this is very effective. It's just more a subtle approach to a topwater bait. It's not making a ton of noise, but it's just enough to tick them off. And that's what I love. See if we can catch a few more. Hunter behind me here is throwing a whopper plopper, and he's trying to make a little bit more commotion. But around the spooky fish, you know, the great thing about the buzz toad or buzz frog, go ahead buddy,
Show me,
is how subtle it is. But I'll show you a little bit of the setup. Here's Hunter's plopper he's throwing. There you go. What I do is I will rig this. Most people will rig this with either the double take ribbit hook, which I'm not a big fan of. I just feel like I don't get a great hookup ratio. So you can just throw it on a regular 5/0 EWG wide gap. So, but what I do is I actually use a swim bait hook that has a screw lock already into the eye of the hook. You can thread this frog up on that screw lock, and then just thread it right up on there, and then just Texpose it just like you would a Texas rig. Bring the hook all the way through, and then just bury the tip back into the plastic. Now what this does is this prolongs the life of your plastic. With a regular wide gap, it wants to rip the nose every time you get a bite, so you don't go through near as many frogs fishing it this way. Plus the heavier swim bait hook, you can even throw it with the weight on it. I don't, but with the heavier swim bait hook, it actually keeps that frog running flat and level. One of the biggest problems with a buzz frog or a ribbit is they want to roll over and run upside down. Using the screw lock tends to keep that bait upright. One of the other great things about this is that even when they don't eat it, they'll at least show you where they are by blowing up on it. And a lot of times that's where it's a bed that you can't even see. And then you can go back like Hunter. Here you go, bud. Go, sling it here. Sling me your bait here. Then you can go back like Hunter with a wacky rig and catch them.
Who's big one? That sucker's huge.
Yeah, going good size.
Let's see how big that sucker is. That's definitely a keeper. We should take that cap off spawn. See how much.
Fry enough to make a fish fry.
See. That sucker's 15, right on
16.
16.
16 and a half.
Guys, thanks for joining us. We're heading to the house. Tough day. Fish getting ready to spawn. Water temperature was really climbing. You know that the fish will be locked on the beds pretty hard by Tuesday or Wednesday. So but hey guys, whenever it's that weird time where the fish are not wanting to commit to bait, one of the best ways sometimes is just to pick that buzz frog up and just cover a lot of water, and that's what we did today. And we only had a handful of bites, but even when they don't get it, they show you where they're at, and you can go back, and I was actually able to go back and find those fish on the bed right where they blew up on that frog at. Couldn't get them to bite, but they were there. Hunter, you got anything else to add?
Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later.
Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you later. We didn't catch any bluegill either. We caught one big bluegill. Mom and Dad came up actually, and a couple crappie, and it was tough. So hoping next time we'll have a little bit better luck. It's that time of year we ought to start catching some big ones. What do you think?
Yeah.
Peace out.